Okay, well, I guess we're live. This is going to be interesting. This is my first live stream, and as you can see down in this corner here, I am in the process of building the Millennium Falcon. So bear with me. First live stream is live on Twitch and YouTube. I do believe YouTube might be having a little bit of problems at the moment with buffering. If that's the case, then go watch it on Twitch, but I will be doing highlights of this when I fixed it after this, but it is recording this whole stream down anyway. I thought this was a good day to do this because today Star Wars came out. Look at this, look, it comes in a sleeve, look, and this sleeve says limited edition sleeve, choose the light side, and they had a dark one saying choose the dark side. We won't be doing that. I'm not dark side, I'm light side. So quite a fitting way to start my first stream, I think, by doing it on the day that Star Wars Force Awakens is released on Blu-ray. Anyway, let's roll the intro. Okay, so let's get on with it and show you what we're going to be doing today. Issue 62 looks like that, and there's the bits that you get in it. Issue 63 looks like that, and there's the bits you get in this one. As you can see, a lot of this is the whole plates, the front plates. Then you got this one, and there's the bits on that. And last but not least, issue 65, which is that one, and there's the bits you get on that. And actually it's all whole plates. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, while I'm doing the build, I'm going to switch these cameras around to look a little bit like that, so you can see a bit more detail of what I'm doing. If there is things I want you to see, then I'll obviously switch it back, just like that. Okay, these are going to be to my left hand side as well, so if you see me turning away from camera a lot, it's probably because I'm actually reading the what I've got to do next. I'm not that clued up to know exactly what I'm doing at all times. Okay, so first things first is open the pack for number 62, which is here. I believe what we're doing first is we're going to be doing this whole section here. It reinforces some of this bit here. If you look at this, look, you see it's not connected here on that bit there. Oh, where are we? This bit here. So that's why you've got this. So we're going to have a reinforcement of that. The reinforcement takes the guise of one of these little brace things here. Look. Now this fits over a little sort of like metal block here, and these get screwed in, and here's our first problem. Okay, I'm going to show you a picture here. Okay, these are the screws that you use to build the Millennium Falcon with. As you can see, the one on the left is just a normal screw which was used mainly for the interiors. The second one in is a self-tapping screw. The third one is a brass screw, which I'm meant to use in this metal thing I just showed you. Those two look so identical. Believe me, this picture's been blown up so much that it can get confusing. And the thing is, if I use the self-tapping screw rather than that middle one there, the third one in, I'm going to have a very bad day. We're not going to like that. The fourth one, the little black screw there, that's used for putting the metal frame together. And the fifth one, that little silver thing there, that's for doing all the hole plating. Now, I'm already ahead of myself with the hole plating because that wasn't meant to go on now. As a matter of fact, I think it might have to go on an issue 65, so I'm already ahead of myself now. But what we're going to do is we're going to start attaching this to this side here, and I apologise for my hands getting in the way, but this is a right fiddly job. So hope you enjoyed my build so far. Okay. The hard bit to start off with is going to be screwing these things in, and that's why this little bit of metal here, it's best to know which side the thread is. So if that's the thread side, then I'm going to want that to be this way around. See what I mean? Fiddly, actually. It's probably better to put one side in first and then do the others. Now these screws are so fiddly. There we go, it's going in. So we've got the first one kind of going in. There we go. I don't tighten them up all the way because the whole thing just moves around like a bucking bronco. Let's get this one in. Perfect. With the two end ones in, it should be a lot easier to get this thing going. Two more. Now normally when I do these videos, obviously I speed them up. So this bit's probably completely boring. When you can watch 1.5 hours worth of screwing in 3 minutes. I'm not supposed to be disgusting on a Star Wars theme. Kids could be watching this. So make sure you screw them in good. Okay, we're there's always one that doesn't want to go in. No, it's going in now. Okay, just tighten this one up. Now, anyone who's building this, at the moment, we're up to, as I said, issue 62 is what I'm putting in place now. Okay, that one's in. You'll find that your screwdriver's blunt a lot. The this thing here, see, it's starting to get worn down. Pain in the arse it is, especially when you're tightening up, which is why I've got this bad boy. And that's good for tightening up. That just gives it the extra bit of strength that I need to make sure this is a good tight fix. We're good. Okay, next thing, we need to attach this bit of metal here down onto this plate here, and that's done with the black screws. And you'll have to forgive me now because I'm going to need to stand up to do this. All I can say is thank God for the jig, because this jig enables me to put a lot of pressure down without the whole thing falling apart. And that's those two in. So now, what you saw at the start, we haven't got that anymore, it's been reinforced. Next thing to put in is this section here. Now, the way that you can identify these is basically anything with the number on, the number is there, will be the side that I'm looking at. So I don't want that to be that way around. If the number's there, it needs to be facing up when I put it on this unit here. And this bit just slots under there and it's going to go in there. So I need some more black screws. The amount of screws they've sent me at the moment, I've got so many that I really don't think I'm going to run short. But because this is my first stream, I've decided to make sure that let's get this, to make sure that everything was there in the first pack, which I'm glad I did, because one thing was missing, and I need to make sure if I did have enough to cover that. This is going to be fiddly. Did we buy it? We get the bite then? Yep, we got the bite. Cool. That's that one in. As you can see, that's how easy it is to actually just put the next bits on. If there is anyone in chat I haven't looked yet, I will pick that up when I'm sitting down again and just basically have a quick look at that. And I'm happy to answer questions. Most of the questions I've had so far is, when you're painting it? I'm not painting it yet. It's not something I'm looking at. Okay. 1 second. Just seeing what the next one is. Hi Lee Williams. Bear with me, I'm just getting to the next bit. Right, so we've got this one in. The next bit we're going to be putting in is this bit here. Again, making sure that the letters are up. That bit's going to be going here. So again, black screws. And get these in. The hardest bit is just getting these to thread, because these holes are only small, you see, getting them to thread. Once the thread started, it's quite easy to actually put them in. But as you can see, this is a living nightmare. I think that one's gone in. Yep, that's perfect. And of course, the more you put in, the more reinforced this is. So the more it actually feels like it's not going to fall apart when you pick it up. I think it's going to be sad actually, because I think after these 3 issues that we've got, well, 4 issues should I say, because this is issue 62 and we're going up to 65. We're going to be, get that one in, that will be the whole frame done, and I really enjoyed that, so it's going to be sad. Okay, right, we've done the bits that it wanted me to do. That's it. That was, believe it or not, that was it for issue 62. So we can put that in its folder. They did come with another bit, which is a bit of hole plating, which if I've got time I'll put that on afterwards. They really don't want us to put the hole plating on now, so they've got big issues with that. So we're going to go to, that was issue 62, we're going to go and do issue 63. Now when you get these issues, this is going to be a nightmare one. Okay, I've made a plan for this one. We're going to need this, because I'm doing some fiddly work with glue. Let me just see where they want me to start. No, actually, we'll do that in a minute. We are going to be doing one of the sprues, one of these things here. And I've got hundreds of these. So we're going to be doing some gluing, but I want to do it where you guys can see it. So I'm going to be doing that here. Okay, so I need to find the pack for issue 63, which looks like that. And that's how handy it is, because they always come in packs like that, so I'm not going to lose anything. You just know I'm going to lose something now, don't you? Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Right, in this one we've got this, no idea, another sprue, which I hate, and some more frames. It wants me to get to work on doing the frames first, so that's what we're going to do. This is all off camera. I'm opening the thing to make sure everything's in there, because obviously I haven't checked this one. It is worth checking out. Of all the 60 odd issues at the moment, I've only ever had one bit missing, and that was this one. But luckily I had a spare. Okay, what we did last time with the these two bits here, again we're going to be putting them together like that, and then we're going to be putting this little metal thing over the top and screwing them down. It wants me to do that before we put that on the ship, so that's something I'm going to get to work on now. Hopefully remembering to use the right screw. And the other thing is to make sure that you put it in the right way. And I don't mean the right way for this, because this is threaded. I mean the right way as in you don't make this bit upside down when you put it on the Falcon there. I am very aware that I'm screwing this off camera. You can't see this, but this is a little bit fiddly, so you just have to bear with me on that. And the next one, I have cheated a bit because I have got the screws ready in piles for what I had before, so I can get to them easy. See, funny enough, I'm glad I have got spares, because this one didn't come with any screws, so it naturally assumes all the spare ones they've sent you in the past. You can see I'm screwing that in. All the ones that they sent you in the past makes up for it. One more. And as I said, look, I'm looking for them now to try and find a screw which isn't threaded. That picture I showed you before, and this one here, those two middle ones just look so alike, it's unbelievable. And that's the problem I'm having. You put the wrong screw in and this gets attached to the frame. It's a big old job to get it unbolted from the frame and then put back on again. So that's the first bit done. And now it wants me to, what does it want me to do? It wants me to start putting this on. It wants me to slacken a screw, but good for me. I've just seen my first problem. We knew that was going to happen, didn't we? Okay, this bit here is meant to go underneath this plate here, which is not doing. So I'm going to have to slacken these screws here to get this bit of metal to go underneath. See, it's not all plain sailing, but I'm glad I've noticed that now, because if I noticed it when it comes to putting the plating on, again, it's a big old job to rectify it. See, now I've slackened that, that'll be able to move down, and that can go under just like that. And that is a perfect fix. Now it wants me to make sure that I do that for the next one, so once I've got these screws in, I will check that. I think what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to put the chat screens on my other side of the computer here, so I can see who I'm chatting to. 1 second. Twitch and YouTube. Yes, hi again, Lee. Right. Okay, so we've got it in. We've got to put this now. Just trying to figure this out. It wants this to go under the metal bit here and then attach to that. Can you see the problem? Look, I'm just not on my game today. Look at the problem what I've done now. Oh, this is ridiculous. Look, see, this is on the bottom here. And this one's on the top, which means I've got to go and flip this over. See, I'm not perfect. Can't believe I did that. You know what? The funny thing is that I was telling you about what's not to do when I was doing it. And then I go and do it. But it is a quick fix. I'm so stupid. This is why I speed them up in my highlight videos, because I make cock-ups like this. I did mention that one in my beard video, the last beard video I did on YouTube, that I end up kicking the thing across the room and cutting myself and making a right old mess of it. There you go, quick fix. Now they're both on the same side, so everyone's happy. Okay, so this bit's going to slot under there. I think what I'm going to do is attach it here first to reinforce it. Let's make that bigger and see what we get to. Bear with me. Okay. Right, yes, if anyone is asking me, I am aware that it's probably buffering a lot in YouTube. My recommendation, this is being multi-streamed to Twitch, is to watch it on Twitch. I could fix it, but it means stopping the stream, which I don't want to do at the moment, because I'm in my building phase. So, and I like building. But then again, it might be good on Twitch. It just says that it's bad at the moment. It's probably because I'm streaming in 1080p, I don't know. But we'll see. Let's go and put the next bit in there. Okay, now we need to put one down there without it making sure the metal's underneath this time. So if I get that done there, there you go, metal's underneath. Not going to make that same mistake twice. And then put that in there. Perfecto. Thank God they've sent me so many screws, because as I said, in this issue they didn't send me any, so that could cause a problem if I go and chuck them all. But we will have these last two put in. This plastic jig that I'm putting it on, that comes with each issue. As a matter of fact, the last part of it, this bit here, comes in issue 64, 65. I opened that one early so I could get it out. It just makes doing this live build a little bit easier for me. And believe me, I need all the help I can get. So, we've got this hole run in here now, which reinforces this whole plate here. And we're about to start putting on, I believe. Let me just double check. Let's have a look. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, we're going to start putting the outside bits here on the unit. Make sure they're the right way round. This is the first bit, and that's going to be going in just like that. So as I said, the black screws, they're the ones that use the whole frame. Get that in there. Perfecto. One more. Okay, and now the second bit here, which will be going just under there like so. More black screws. Anyway, going back to that Force Awakens DVD, I've just finished watching almost all of the special features, and yeah, I like it. Although I'm not happy. I'm not a happy person at all, because they're putting a Lord of the Rings stunt on us. I love 3D movies, and unfortunately I can't buy the 3D version until around about Christmas time, I'm guessing, because it's not out. So what they've done is they've released this version now, knowing I'm going to buy the 3D version when it comes out later in the year. Just like Lord of the Rings did with their extended editions. Not happy. Not happy at all. Be careful not to apply pressure to the unsupported edges. That's cool. Neck, please. Right, so that is done for this issue. We've only got this last little tiny bit here, and this is where I'm going to need this now, because I've got some detail work to do. So hopefully you're going to be able to see that, because it's going to start with this bit here. Okay, there we go. Right, what does it want me to do? We got to glue this base into here, just like so. So let's dab some glue. I will show you as I'm going along if you can't see this properly. Now I don't know what this this stuff is, but glue loves it, and believe me, when I've glued it, it's this is going to be a lot harder than it looks. There we go. Okay, that's that bit there in. Now what's going to happen is we're going to start gluing bits onto this, which is, I'm guessing, all the bits on that sprue that you saw. So yes, it certainly is. Now to get things off the sprues, I use let's bring this up here. I use nail clippers. Okay, so this is the sprue that it wants me to use, and it wants me to get off number 1, which is basically, looking at the diagram here, this bit here. So what I do is I get the nail clippers and I just clip off the frame around it, and when it goes in, this is where the missus says, I can't find any of my nail clippers. It's because I've nicked them. Okay, so we've got off bit 1, and now what I do is any bits that have been left on it that need to come off, I take them off with this, which means I don't have to file it down, because this really cuts it clean, just like that. Okay, let's go back. Right, this bit here is going to go, let's have a look. Okay, this bit here is going to be going on here. Let me have a look at this. Ah, I got it. Right, there's a little indentation. That bit's going to be going in there just like that. Can you see that bit there? There, I'm going to be taking that out to glue in. And again, all you need is a tiny dab of glue on these, because as I said, this is some freaky glue which sticks in 5 seconds flat. That bit's in, see? And that is fully bonded in as well. So that's number 1. Let's do number 2. Number 2 is this bit here, this second one down here. So we'll get that one off. Always interested to know where these things go. This one at the top, just so you know, hasn't got a they haven't gave a number for it, so I guarantee this will join the ranks of all of these sprues that I've got down here, where I guess it will end up going on later. Which is another pain in the butt, because I've got so many sprues down there at the moment that I don't know what I'm doing with them. But this is the next bit off. That looks good. Perfect. Where does this go? Glue to... typical, I just cut the wrong bit off. I meant to have this bit. Well, it wasn't very clear. Well, that don't look anything like the picture. I'm guessing it is. I'm hoping it is. Because if it isn't, we'll be left with sprues everywhere. Right. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, this bit here is going to be going in there like so, I believe. Yep, just like that it's going to be going. So let's go and glue that bit in. Again, I've hardly got to press this thing. Just a couple of taps. If you watch my Millennium Falcon fail edition, all I did was put a spot of glue on that, and that's what buggered it up. So it can happen. Right, number 3 is this piece here. These are fiddly bits, these bits of plastic here. They can break easily. I've had that happen once. I've had to glue them back together. And that was for getting them off the sprues and not being gentle about it. So, looks good. Let's get the end off of that one. Perfect. Right, number 3 is going where these 2 holes are. Let's have a look. Got 2 holes there. You have to bear with me while I'm trying to figure out where this bloody thing goes. It goes into there, right, okay. Right, this is going to be a hovering bit, so look at this bit here now. And then watch it once I've put this bit in. And I think you'll find it looks pretty good. It's good because it looks like it's hovering. Look at that. See? So we've got a pipe now going up on the system. That's brilliant. See, I do like it when it falls into place, but I just hate sprues. I hate them because I got so many of them. Okay, this is the last one of these pipes here. Let's see where they go. Okay, this one's going in from this bit here. Double glue in there. And a double glue on there. Again, I'm picking it up just so I can see what I'm doing. Sometimes if these get too fiddly, then I will oh damn it, this is going to be fiddly. Bear with me and you will see the magic. Oh, this isn't going well. Yeah, don't want to know this one. I think this is going to be a case of having to use the tweezers. You ever seen that game Operation? This is Operation. But we are almost there. Doesn't want to go in the hole. That's what she said. Get in the hole. I think it's be a lot easier if I can get this to go in the hole it's meant to go in. So let's work on that, I think. Oh, come on, you all knew there was going to be a part like this. Even I knew there was going to be a part like this. the bit that just doesn't want to go in. Well, you got to look at my lovely face while I'm holding this in place. That's it. Good glue. There we go. It's in, finally. Look how fiddly that bit was. But there we go. We've got 2 pipes in there now. That was an absolute nightmare bit, that was. Okay. Oh, that's it. That's done. So wait a minute. So we've still got all these bits on here that it don't want me to do anything with. That's great, isn't it? But there we go. We've done that part. That's what it looks like. Let's hold it up to this camera, actually. See the pipes there? That's ready to go into... Let's take this off now. It will probably go into one of these holes here. Or here. Somewhere. I don't know. Anyway. That completes issue 63. Let's go see if we've got any chat at the moment. I'm just having a look. Have you had Star Wars helmets yet? Vid soon. Cameron Adams, if you're still watching this, no. I don't know if you saw my last video. They had a duplicate delivery. They've asked for all of those duplicates to be sent back, and it wasn't just me, so I'm guessing the company screwed up big time with that. From that issue, they haven't sent any more out. The next helmet is the Biker Scout helmet, and I have seen that in the shops, but I haven't seen the one since that. So normally when the second one comes out in the shop, because they come out in fortnightly intervals, that's when I'll get it. But obviously when I do get it, I'll put it online so you can see it. Okay, so we're on issue 64 now, and it looks like we're doing more frame, and there's that plastic bit that I've already pinched from here. Okay, so what have we got to do? If anyone wants to know what I'm actually looking at, it's this. Tells you exactly where everything goes. So that's what that is. Okay. Okay. Luke Risk 1, yo def. I'm not up to all the lingo speak, I'm afraid. What does that mean? Right, okay, let's see what we've got in this one. One more issue to go after this, so this is going to be quite a, I say quick build, but this is quite slow really, probably. We've actually got a pack of screws this time. Always important to check that the bag is completely empty, apart from empty staples, because yeah, I'll chuck things away as well. So, believe me, if something could go wrong, it will go wrong on my shift. Yeah, make sure the bag's empty. Right, we're putting more hole plating on now. So basically, this bit here is going to be going on under here, just like that. So let's get this in. By the way, we've had another plate delivered on this one. Again, I'll try and put that on afterwards and see where we go. But let's bolt this one in. Basil and Trailblazing Buddies, you're telling me super glue goes yeah, it's I've already stuck my fingers together. That was a living nightmare. It's like working with kids or animals. Don't work with super glue either. If you guys are watching the YouTube stream, is it skipping on buffering? I'm guessing it is, because I keep getting error messages popping up. So if that is the case, I'll fix that in post. Another bit we're going on, and this bit is going to be going on afterwards because they want me to put another bracket on. This bracket here is going to be going, let's get me bearings here. Ooh, interesting. Okay, it wants me to put this one, yep, it wants me to put it here. Bit of a weird position, but okay. I've learnt not to question the instructions. Do I have a job, Connor? Yes, I do have a job. That's why I'm doing this so late at night, because it would interfere with my day job. And I know what you're going to say. I know the internet trolls. Don't give up my day job. I'm lucky. I've got a job that lets me work from home. So, HD, yes, I am going to be painting the model afterwards. That has been a bone of contention with a hell of a lot of people. Why aren't I painting it? A lot of people are painting it as they go along. In fact, one guy, he's painted the whole of this inside section, because you don't actually see any of this silver, which looks really good. The reason I haven't done that is because I don't want to have two different paint colours when I keep coming back to it after adding new parts. So I thought I'd build the whole thing first and then get the painting done afterwards, and then have it in my own choice. Obviously this is from the Empire Strikes Back, this Millennium Falcon, so I'm going to get it as close to that as I possibly can. Okay, that's that bracket in there. Next bit is, yep, we're fitting this, where did I put it? There we go. No, I understand, Connor, it's fine. But no, I work from home, so it's quite beneficial for me. If you see the things I got in the background here, see, I'm a bit of a movie fan. So in my free time, that's all I'm really doing, watching movies and going to comic cons and LAN parties. And I'm very lucky to have a wife that allows me to do that. Because yes, I've got a wife and kiddies as well. And she's sitting down the stairs at the moment, probably smiling because I'm talking about her. Because I know she'll be watching the stream because she finds all of this really interesting. Not. Said I was watching that special features of Star Wars. Watching the special features. She weren't having none of it. Okay. God, look, we've almost completed it. What's next? Wants me to put these bits together. Okay, now to connect these two bits together here, it's hard to see on the camera. What I'm going to do is spin it round, actually. You can see it probably a bit better. To connect, a bit more. To connect these two bits here, they have different kind of brackets, and these brackets are basically what they call 2s and 4s. So this is what it looks like. I'll show you that. That's what it looks like. It's just a little bit of metal with two things in it. So, right, what we're going to do, if any of you guys watch a load of YouTube videos, I'm on Pimp My Setup on the 23rd, Friday the 23rd. It's already been filmed. It's the website's Swashing. The YouTube username, sorry, is Swashing. So you can watch me on that. And then my room here is going to be on episode 120. To give you an idea of that, the one I filmed with Matt Philly there was episode 93. So yeah, long way to go. Okay, that's the first one in. Believe me, the tidying up afterwards is a nightmare as well. Okay, put the second one in. That's reinforced that whole plate there. Okay, what else does it want me to do? That's interesting. Okay, it wants me to put one here as well. They don't normally do that, so have I got one? Yes. I've got to open a new packet. Of all the things I've got up here, the only thing I haven't got is scissors, which is why I'm using my teeth all the time. Okay, so again, we've got another 2E there, which is going to just reinforce this last plate here, which I've just dropped. Typical. David Roscoe, yeah, I've made a couple of cock-ups already. I don't know if you saw the stream from the start. I've made a couple of cock-ups, which meant I had to undo a load of screws again. So, and this is not just my first time building this live on like YouTube and Twitch. This is my first time broadcasting live on anything. Obviously, I do the highlights of this on my YouTube channel, but if you haven't subscribed, by the way, subscribe. It's World of Wayne UK. And the link should be somewhere on this stream. I don't know. Okay, that's all reinforced now. So that's pretty much the whole of the whole plate done. I'm guessing something's got to go in there still. I'm just checking that now. We've got, yeah, something is meant to go in there. But what? I've done the two. No, that's exactly what they've got in the picture. So my image here looks a lot like that one there. Well, there. So that was issue 64. One left. Issue 65. And on this one we've got all of those bits there. More whole plating. As I said, these come in little bags again. So we'll get these open, see what we got. Back to what you said, Basil and Trailblazing Buddies. I don't think there is any more gluing in this this 4 that I've got to do at the moment. So thank God for that. Right, we're putting some more hull plating on. So this is going to be interesting because I thought we'd done it all. Obviously not. Right. We've got another reinforcer, which it wants me to put. Interesting. It wants me to put here. This is right on camera there, so it's going to go in there. So I just need to bolt this down. Again, it means I'm going to be standing up, so hopefully I won't get in your way too much. Okay. One in. Two in. Again, we've got to make sure this bit of metal here is underneath the lip, because if it isn't, that's a big job to fix that again afterwards. That's 3 in. Okay, next. What is going on here then? Okay, it wants me to put a bracket over this bit here, just like that. So another one of these brackets over there, which means I've got to find the right blinking screws for them, which I think is them ones. Make sure I put them in the right way. I think they're going that way, yeah. So I'm more worried about losing loads of screws than screwing this in, but anyway, that's that bit going in. One. All those new screws they sent me, and I haven't even opened them, which is good, although saying that I'm getting paranoid I'm using the right ones, because I've had it before where I didn't use the right ones, and I had to unscrew about 20-30 screws, and they are fiddly, so get in there. Two more screws. This is the, if you're unsure, this is actually the top. The hull, the bottom, sorry, is all has already been completed. And if you haven't seen that, it's on some of my previous videos. I hope I'm not boring you all. I've got no idea what this stream's like. If anything, this is just for me to edit later, so I've got backups everywhere. But I thought it would be a novel idea to stream, so you guys can see what it is like to build this $8.99 a month massive thing. Cool. Right, so that's that bit in. We got 2 more bits, which I'm hoping will let me put in there. Let's have a look. I've screwed that down, that's good. It wants me to put the bottom bit in first. Okay. David Roscoe, I'll be honest with you, I had no idea that's happening, and now you've told me that. Again, I think my wife's going to be downstairs, like, looking horrified. If there's a half-scale R2-D2 deagostini putting out, I would snap that up in a second. I need to see it first, and I'm not one for a static robot. I'd like it to do something. I did go for a stage of trying to build a BB-8, but I ran into all sorts of problems. So I'm waiting till I can afford a 3D printer. I've already got the file, so I can print that and see what we can make of that. But I'd love to see that. Where did you see that, David? Because I haven't seen that at all. I normally pick up on things like that. Okay, that's those in. It wants a 2Z on there. God, we have almost finished the frame to the whole of the top of the ship. That's amazing. It only took 65 issues. Okay, this is getting fiddly now. Okay. The other thing I give deagostini credit for is that it's not like, you can tell this isn't a cheap model and, like, you know, full of bent parts and stuff like that. These screws go in meticulously. It's not like the holes are off center or anything. They just slot in so lovely. Right, that's that bit in, and I've got one more bit to put in. There you go. Guessing that goes in just like that. It's another 2Z they want on that. Okay. Let's get this side in first. Looks like 4 more screws should have this top done. That's 2. Oh, don't tell me I've run out of black screws. I've run out of black screws. Lucky they've sent me another bag. I'll have to look at it, David. After this stream, I'm going to, I will definitely check that out. I have heard some horror stories, actually. I think it was one of the James Bond cars that halfway through the build, either they lost subscribers or they couldn't get the parts, but they stopped it, which was my big worry about this one. But it's looking like they've got this in hand, so the website of deagostini is about, I think there's an issue ahead at the moment. It might be 2 issues ahead, so I get to see what they're doing. I get to see what they're doing before I'm actually doing it. I have an idea what I'm doing every issue. Isn't it typical that I get to the last bits and I'm opening packs of screws, which I don't really want to do because it just makes a mess. Okay, these things are so fiddly. It's unbelievable. And magnetic screwdrivers as well is a godsend for builds like this. Two more, and that's all complete. But I guarantee that when these are in, if there's nothing else to do, I'm not leaving it there. I never do. Oops. Get in the hole. So fiddly getting them in the holes. Done. Okay. So, yeah, that is issue 65 complete, and that is the whole completely done, and it's lovely and rigid and secure as well. But I'm not finishing there because I've got some whole plating to put on, which I'm not meant to be doing now. So I'm probably going to put the whole plating on once I figure out where the hell it goes. As a matter of fact, that bit I can see straight away, it looks like it goes in here. I think it does. Let's have a look. Yeah, it does. There we go. That bit goes in there. I just cannot wait. If they send me the screws, I'm going to put them on. That's that. So, let's get these screws out. It's just going to save time in issue 66. The next issue, which is, I believe, putting the whole plating on. So that'll make the stream a lot quicker. I don't know how long this one's been going on for, actually. These are put on with the silver screws. The ones on the end there. That's what these are put on with. So I'm just getting these plates on. If I didn't know where this went, then in the first issue of this series they sent you a massive blueprint which tells you the part number and where it goes on the frame. And all of these bits do have numbers on them there, so you can see exactly where they go. This one's screwed in by quite a few screws actually. These whole plates aren't coming off, I'll tell you that now. This screwdriver doesn't really like doing this, that's why I'm going to switch to the bit more high duty one. Because this does need some force. These I think these screws are cutting a thread in this plastic, so I need something a bit more rigid. Ooh. Okay. That is the last screw. Perfect. Next bit is this bit. Where does that go? I like trying to figure them out where they go straight away. Well, by the look of it, this one is going to be down here on that spindle there, I'm guessing. Yep, that fits perfect. That fits very perfect actually. I didn't think that would be so easy. Let's go back to this other screwdriver. I only use this one really because the magnetic part of it, it is a godsend to get these things started. That's one. You know I'm going to regret this afterwards, these panels, because they're not meant to go on now. But they're going on. I will give it a flip over in a minute so you can see what it looks like. I've got one more panel to put on after this one. That's 3. Last one. Last but not least, number 4. Okay, that one's on. Now the bit you saw me doing earlier, this bit here, will probably go something like, not on this bit here, but it will go on one of these, I'm guessing. Perhaps this one over here actually. That's how it's going to fit, so it will look good on the other side when we flip it over. Let's put this last panel on. Where does this one go? Right, well we got a square bit here. I'm guessing that's over here. Yep, that matches. Can you see that on camera there? Let's turn this around a bit. I apologise for the noise. Okay, let's get this in. Perfect. Yep, some of them need a little bit of force to get the panel in. So you get to see my lovely belly while I'm screwing in this last bit. That's one. Now this one's held in by 4 screws. In case you're wondering if anyone hasn't seen this collection, this part here is for the battery pack and power supply, because this thing lights up and it has moving ramps and all sorts of weird and wonderful things. So if you watch some of my other videos on my YouTube channel, you'll see them. But they don't like coming in, some of these screws. Having to force them in. Right, one more. Get the last one in and then I will do the unveiling. Okay, that's good. So, there you go. That, as you can see, is what it's looking like at the moment. Pretty cool. And we've completed the other side as well. Wow. Gotta look like Captain America. But that is the whole of the front done until next issue. The next issues, let's put that down there, are issues 66, 67, 68 and 69. And yeah, you guys are going to have to let me know if you like this stream, because I'm pretty much done. How long did this stream go on for? Let's have a look. At the moment we're on 44 minutes. I know that we might have had some issues with YouTube, but next time I'll make sure I have those keyframes fixed so there's no more buffering. But anyway, look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.